Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and in this one I just wanted to say which will be better, Assassin's Creed Syndicate or Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, although the answer's probably going to be quite an obvious one, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to see what you guys think, because we don't know much about Syndicate, so we can't just say it's better. So I'm gonna stop babbling and we're gonna get into the arguments for Unity and Syndicate. So let's start. So let's start with Unity. Now, Unity was not a great game by a mile. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but graphically it was probably one of its only upheavals. The rest of it was quite a bit of a downfall, really. The gameplay was a bit clunky. It could be quite fun with the co-op. It was a bit clunky. The co-op didn't feel necessary, and it also didn't seem to fit in with Assassin's Creed too well, as it was holding the hands of newbies, whereas previous games haven't done that. It seems to be more accustomed to new players to the franchise, and most Unity lovers probably never played the Ezio trilogy. That's probably something that I've learned, is that they've probably never played the Ezio trilogy. I'm not going to say that all of them haven't, but, you know, I just think that Unity could have been a lot better than it was, because it was broken, glitches galore, story wasn't the best, though it was mediocre. Arno was a good character, and he definitely had the feelings, but he had no chemistry with Elise, but he was definitely a likeable character on himself. He can be deadly serious when he needs to be, but he can also have jokes. However, I do not believe that that was enough to revive Unity and make it a good game. It wasn't enough to redeem Unity for me, because there were so many downfalls, such as graphical flaws, such as the faces removing. Though the graphics were quite good and quite nice, I just think that maybe it isn't about graphics come the end of the day, and they sort of failed with Unity. It was a massive epic fail. There was not much to say good about the game, but there was a lot. There were still some things I could say that were good about it, like I did actually enjoy the combat. Like, most people would say, oh, the combat was awful, I can't counter kill. I actually quite liked that, and I wish they kept that sort of combat, just maybe enhanced on it a little bit, brought in some deflection, and maybe, but by that I mean some cool epic moves like in previous games and etc. But they could have done so much better with Unity, and that's the main thing that I'm saying here, is that they did only what they had to with the game to make it sell. They did nothing more, and I think they could have made a better game out of it had they actually tried more and harder, and hopefully this year they do that with Syndicate. So yeah, if you ask me, I don't think Unity was a great game at all. I think it was it's worse than 3. I mean, 3 was a good game, Unity just wasn't. If you ask me, it just wasn't. It just didn't meet standards of anything, really. It did in graphics, but in everything else it didn't meet many standards. So that's basically what I think about Unity. Unity isn't a very good game, and Syndicate has the potential to be better and can do that easily. So we're going to move on to Syndicate. Now, I did just say that Syndicate has the potential to be better and can easily do that, but let's just hope that Ubisoft don't bugger it up so much that it's worse than Unity, and to be honest with you, it's shaping up to be a little bit better than Unity is. I mean, I like the look of it, the characters look alright, the chemistry between the brother and sister is just there, doesn't need explaining, they're related. They don't need to have a backstory to it like they had to with Arno and Elise, which they didn't do because they were lazy. So it's a lazy escape, and I think it will benefit the game a lot for taking that lazy escape, actually. Instead of trying to build like a story, they've actually gone with the lazy route, and I cannot blame them this time. So Syndicate looks all okay, the rain looks gorgeous, the flames look like bog standard awful Assassin's Creed flames, and the blood probably bog standard awful Assassin's Creed flames. But I need to raise one problem here, which is the fact that the combat looks worse than Unity's. Now, Unity's wasn't great. I did say I liked it, but it could have been a lot better. I mean, bug-wise, it was bugged, and it looked a little choppy. But that looks as smooth as 6,000 frames per second in comparison to the combat in Syndicate and how that looks. It really doesn't look like something I like to do, and Assassin's Creed has always been something I've enjoyed the combat in, and in Syndicate I just don't see myself enjoying that combat. I mean, half the hits doesn't even look like Jacob or Evie hit their enemy, and what is that with the magic bombs hitting the ground and so on and so forth? Who came up with that idea? Because allowing to punch them in the face if they were the same person, and I'm betting it was the same person, who said that hoods were too unrealistic for the streets. I mean, Jesus Christ, come on. Now, graphically, it does look like it's had a little bit of an upgrade from that of Unity. It does seem to have more grass, and it seems to be heavier on the load. Things seem a little bit deeper in graphical sense, but not much. It could be the same graphics, and I'm probably more than willing to say that it is the same graphics. But the setting could have been a better place, but no, they had to choose Victorian London. They sent Tyler, Dynamite, basically said that it's basically Fable 3, and I see exactly what he means there. Same setting. Not a great idea. However, I do have hope in the game. Like, people say I'm being a bit pessimistic in my videos, but that's for the best, but I do have hope in the game that it could be better than Unity. Now, that's a very easy thing to achieve, especially for the developers of Assassin's Creed, which are Ubisoft. They can easily achieve that, and they better achieve that, otherwise they are dead, lol. However, there is not much that we can say about it so far, but I wanted to make this video to see what you guys think, just in case you think Unity was going to be better or Syndicate is going to be better. But either way, I do believe that Syndicate will be the better overall game than Unity was. But Rogue is a different matter, and Rogue could probably still be better than Syndicate, but that I will not know, because Rogue is a different sort of thing. We're talking about games on the same engine with the same graphics. But anyway guys, I've come to the end of the video, and we've concluded that Syndicate will probably be better. Don't take my word on that, it could turn out being the other way around, but I will see you all in the next one with another video. So thanks for watching guys. See ya!